Inflation accelerated in April on the back of the VAT increase and higher fuel prices. Stats SA data shows the consumer price index was at an annual 4.5 in April. That's up from 3.8% in March.
The highest contribution to the increase was in food and non-alcoholic drinks, followed by transport. Economists expect inflation to continue upwards. That's not great, but they say it will remain within the Reserve Bank's target bracket of 3 to 6%. I can tell you this is why the rand is stronger today, because more inflation unfortunately means no more interest rate cuts for indebted consumers, and we are expecting an interest rate decision a bit later this week.
Consumers' disposable income is being wiped off by increasing prices. Government raised value-added tax to 15% as it tries to raise more revenue to plug its budget deficit. On the other hand is the increasing fuel prices on the back of the weaker rand and the higher oil prices.
Oil is a big contributor. Weaker rand over the last couple of months will feed into that. Don't forget, April was when we had the VAT increase come through, so that's obviously played a role. But when you dig down into the numbers, fuel prices up 9% year over year, which is not great. On the upside, though, the drought has, because that's now well over 12 months old, bread and cereal prices came down by about 3%.
Going forward, inflation is forecast to increase further. It's expected to average 5% this year and remain at similar levels next year.
From here onwards, I expect that CPI will trend higher in the short term due to hefty fuel price increases both in May and in June. As you know, in May we had a 49 cents per litre increase in the petrol price, and we forecast an increase of at least 85 cents per litre in June. So that will push the near-term headline CPI numbers upwards, over and above the fact that we've got a level adjustment in April due to the VAT increase. So we are looking at an average in the second half of this year around about 5.4%, quite a bit higher than the figures that we've seen over the past few months.
It's expected that the Reserve Bank's Monetary Policy Committee will keep the repo rate unchanged when it announces its decision on Thursday. Gloria Sefako Musi, SABC News, Johannesburg.